The mother, in order to marry a rich man, without hesitation abandoned her young son and left with the wealthy man. The little boy cried and chased after the car, but with such a small body, how could he outrun it? To survive, the boy had to sell cabbages on the street. One day, a woman passed by and saw the boy shivering from the cold. She asked him about his situation. Learning he was an abandoned orphan, the kind woman took him in. 15 years passed in a flash. The woman rode a tricycle every day to work as a cleaner, yet every time she went out, a group of bodyguards followed behind. It turned out she was actually the president of a large corporation. She had 3 biological sons, each exceptionally accomplished. The eldest was an international business tycoon. The second was an academician in medicine. The third was a top pop star. To avoid putting pressure on her youngest adopted son, she hid her true identity, planning to tell him only after he grew strong through hardship, so he could inherit her company. Now she felt the time had come. She took out a family heirloom jade pendant and gave it to him as a birthday gift, then decided to reveal the truth to him. But that day, his biological mother, the scheming woman, feeling smug from making some money, wanted to take him back to her side. Unexpectedly, the adopted son refused to acknowledge her. In their argument, they bumped into the woman mopping the floor. The scheming woman spoke arrogantly. Luckily, the adopted son recognized the woman in time. Seeing her made him happy. He quickly explained he was only there to have a meal with the scheming woman and insisted on bringing the woman along too. At the table, the scheming woman pulled out a 1 million check, trying to buy off their mother-son bond. The adopted son could not bear it. He stood up and declared he would never sever ties with the woman. The woman went further, tearing the check to pieces in front of her, saying she would not stop the adopted son from choosing whichever mother he wanted. Hearing this, the adopted son was deeply moved and firmly said she would always be his only mother. After all, if she had not saved him back then, he would have frozen to death under the bridge. To him, her love and care far outweighed the bond of blood. The woman was touched and immediately handed him the jade pendant symbolizing control of the corporation. The scheming woman, upon seeing this, took out a 400,000 watch, trying to win his favor, and casually tossed the jade pendant aside. Seeing the woman's feelings trampled, the adopted son could not take it. He ordered the scheming woman to leave, warning her not to disturb their lives again. The scheming woman sneered, saying he had gone to study in France without telling her that their bond was shallow. After she left, the woman learned from the adopted son that the overseas study was offered by the school, but he was hesitating because he worried about leaving her alone in the country. Hearing this, the woman cut him off, saying she fully supported him chasing his dreams. On the day of departure, the scheming woman also came to the airport, but he ignored her completely. Instead, he bought flowers for the woman, promising to be filial after returning. Then he entered the airport. Right after seeing him off, her eldest son, the world's richest man, arrived. Startled, the woman quickly ran off. At home, her other sons heard she went to send off the adopted son, but according to them, he had traveled abroad with the scheming woman. Did she not fear he might rekindle his bond with her? The woman was certain he would never change. 4 years later, the adopted son returned. The woman was overjoyed. She gathered people to welcome the future head of the corporation. At the banquet, she wore the clothes he had given her before leaving, thinking he would be happy seeing them. But